it's very, very important that conservatives and others, we don't get stuck on this sort of old game of where did it go wrong, or how do we make sure we don't just do liberalism at a different speed or so on. But keep returning to the things that we actually want to defend, which I think both Yoram and I are passionate about, and we need to and perhaps should have spent more time focusing on this. But the Western tradition is something that I think everybody on this stage certainly deeply loves and cherishes and wants to keep going. And so the question is, of course, how we do that. One of the absolutely crucial things is to never forget what we have and its unusualness. I mean, everything that Yoram has outlined tonight and outlines in his book, it all could have gone a different way. At any stage, the whole thing could have gone a different way. If one man or one woman had been born in a different place at a different time, or not have the heroism they did at a particular moment, we might not be here, or might not be here with our ideas. And we have so much of the grumbling at the moment, specifically founded on the thing that our society isn't exactly right now in the eyes of every person currently sitting in it. Well, it's not going to be. And we could focus on that endlessly. But the thing I want us to focus on is the things we have which are good. And that is almost everything we have. Comes from this tradition which we know, this incredibly rich tradition. And, I see every day cultural revolutionaries saying, well, what about this? What about this thing? And I say in my book, I said, how about some damn gratitude for once? You're born in a society that minds discrimination. That's not common, historically or in the present. We're living in a society that seeks to regard people as equal, even though we're all in our abilities and much more wildly unequal. But we want to believe in equality. We have these extraordinary cities. I mean, we're sitting in one at the moment. That's not common. It's highly unusual when you travel around the world. So when people say, well, what is the West, or what's the West given that's good, and much, much more, I say, I could start just by listing cities. Paris isn't nothing. Florence isn't a dump. Rome's pretty good. But my point is, I could go on and only talk about cities. And you never hear anyone say that. You only hear the negative. You only hear the bitching and the whining. I haven't got everything I want now. I very much worry that the end process of all of this is that we whine our way to the end. And it would just be such a ludicrous way for civilization to go.